Girl, this thing I want to catch because it's got the fan on. There we go. Now we're cooking. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Welcome if y'all are new here. If y'all caught the previous live, welcome. If y'all did not catch the previous live, that is okay. It was just me in the car talking some mess. I'm trying to get like our little, how can I get this into the frame? There we go. A message from your guides, Capricorn. I'm going to let you guys come in because I know it is late, but this is the time that I said I was going to come back on here. So I'm not even going to hold y'all. This is the time that I said I was going to come back. I didn't think I would, but damn it. I literally said I need to come home, I need to eat, and then I'll be on here, and it'd probably be like 11:30. And it is 11:30. I'm going to let you guys come in. This is going to be a special bonus type of message. I'll leave this message up for like 48 hours. And then I'm going to probably private it. So as you guys come in, make sure y'all smash that like button for me. Let me know that you are here. You guys, let's do, let me see. Let me get in on this, and I'm gonna show you what emoji to put, y'all. Hello, Nikki. Welcome in. The emoji that I want y'all to leave. This is gonna be so random. I want you to leave a little baby chicken. You can leave the chicken and the egg, the little baby chicken. Let me know that you're here and you're vibing with the chick emoji in the chat. All right, you guys, welcome in. I love and appreciate each and every one of you so much. Like I said, you guys, this reading is going to be a message from your guides. I will keep it up for about 48 hours and then I will private it. I don't know why. This is the first time I'm going to ever do something like this, but that is what I am guided to do. So that is what I will be doing. All right. We are diving into these messages. Angel spirits and guides, we do thank you so much for bringing us all together for another Capricorn reading. And of course, those that are cross-watching here, we are trying to figure out what is this message, spirit, that you have for this Capricorn collective, the sacred message, the energy that needs to come up and out, the energy that Capricorn needs to know and be aware of. What is it that Capricorn needs right now? MJ, nah. Hold on. Pause. MJ is in the chat, y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hello, my friend. I feel like it has been forever. I'm so glad that you are here. Love and appreciate you so much. The first card that came out, Discovery. What's this? Discovery Channel? Yeah. It is Discovery Channel, okay? Because discover the treasures within, follow your passion. This is the issue. Are you listening? Hello, are you listening? Discover the treasures within. Now listen to me here. The treasures that are within, we're looking at High Priestess energy, okay? This High Priestess energy that we're looking at is regarding the higher knowledge and higher wisdom of what our path is. Okay? Follow your passions. Taking a leap of faith, taking a chance. Okay? On these situations, your passions, your endeavors. We're moving into a new era here, Capricorn. Okay? Bottom of the deck is hope. In this states, hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. Some of you are being pushed into some sort of transformative period of your life, right? And this is obviously dealing with the energies we've been speaking about, the letting go, the shedding, the transformation, the endings towards these new beginnings. But these new beginnings, are you listening? Some of you have developed a skill, talent, or ability that needs to be nurtured, and then you need to go after it. Gratitude and happiness. Gratitude and happiness, bro. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. Gratitude, be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude. I'm going to tell you something. There is a group of people that I'm speaking to that are getting ready to step into a very prosperous and happy period of their life, right? And I mean this with the utmost love and with my arms wide open. You really do deserve this, right? You are really taking action in your own passions and potential, Capricorn, okay? And you have done the work and seen this light in order to discover these skills, talents, or abilities within yourself. Spirit is asking you to show this sense of gratitude, keeping your heart open, being light, and allowing yourself to kind of go with the flow. That's a part of this gratitude. Sometimes we forget our resistance can show a sense of ungratefulness sometimes, because if we are being presented with a new opportunity that Spirit has given to us and we are then resisting what's coming in, right? And I'm not saying that this is the resistance in a way of, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this while also not pursuing something else. This is that I'm like, you just blatantly like, here's this opportunity that comes in. I'm not going to do it. Spirit is just asking for this sense of gratitude towards that, continuing to have hope and have faith in who you are and what you are growing, Capricorn, because there are miracles that are coming that are bringing you freedom. Okay. Some of you are going to meet somebody here. Awakening is a process of discovering your true self. I'm telling you, you're awakening to something within you. Some of you are getting ready to take a hard left somewhere. Like you're quite literally, you're like two wheels in this bitch. Like seriously, like you are skirting to the left, like taking a hard ass left. Like you damn near past the exit and you are in the far right lane and you got to take that left exit. And that left exit is like a sharp, like, and it's like 6 lanes of traffic, bro. And the person that's supposed to be doing the directions is like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be turning left right here. Right here, bro, we're about to pass it. We're going 85 miles per hour, okay? And people are like driving like this, the Autobahn. How am I about to get over? And you get over and you're like, yo, bro, what? And then it's like a, yeah. You're getting ready to take a hard left. I'm telling you. It's a hard left. It's a hard one. I might swerve around this corner. Whoa, whoa. Just hold on tight. Bro. Let me relax. Let me relax. Let's get into it, Capricorn, because I don't think some of you are really ready to hear this. Because to be honest with you, so many of us get hyper fixated and hyper focused in that sense of what's coming in for love, what's happening for love. I'm telling you right now, and I say this all the time in my readings, if you are looking for, excuse me, a high vibrational love partner that is on your level and willing to continue to grow and not somebody that you are unmatched for. And I don't mean like, we always can learn from our partners. That's one thing, but not somebody that quite literally is dragging you down. That's what I mean. Like we're not no. If you were looking for a high vibrational individual, it starts here. It starts by following the path and the purpose that you are unveiling within yourself, right? Okay. Show us what we need to see. The Queen of Cups. Wow. The Queen of Cups, I love her. Why? Because she is so sweet. The Queen of Cups, she is full of love, full of just, she's like a breath of fresh air, exciting. She's somebody that you feel like you can talk to when shit goes to the left or to the right, but she's also very, very sure of herself, right? She's sure of herself and how she feels, and she moves based off of that, right? And this Queen of Cups coming out, behind the energy of discovery, Capricorn, is really telling me that, there is a group of y'all that are extremely sure of this, right? And extremely sure of, oh, hello, sir, of what you're ready to go towards, what you're ready to choose. The Seven of Swords, the Two of Coins, and the Six of Wands. I feel like there's some sort of choice or decision that some of you have made in silence that's getting ready to be brought out into the open, which is a part of this change, is a part of this shift that you're experiencing here. Whatever this is, it's very emotionally fulfilling for you. It's not just about the physical, it's about the emotional. It's about how you feel. It's about, you know, am I able to get up and do this every day? Am I able to put in my energy and effort? Am I able to not feel motherfucking drained at the end of the day? There is something very emotionally fulfilling. And with the Page of Pentacles, which I love me a good page, right? Especially the Page of Pentacles, because I am somebody that loves to learn new things, loves to, really expand my mind and things like that. And that's what this is. This is the expansion of your mind. This is the expansion of you um, in your scholarly endeavors and your career endeavors, you guys. Yeah, this mofo is on the table and he wants my attention. That's why he on the table. There's something wrong with him. And of course he gonna lay right there because something is wrong with him. Because he knows these cats aren't dumb. People be talking about, oh, I don't want a cat. He knows what he's doing. He literally is laying right in front of the camera. Right in front of the camera. At no other point does he do this. People be underestimating cats. I'm telling you for real, because I wasn't paying attention to him. You know what he does? Oh, I'm gonna get up on the table and I'm gonna sit in front of that camera. I know exactly how it's pointed today. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Excuse me, sir. I love you. So this is about learning, you guys. You are experiencing something new while also being emotionally enthralled by this situation. It is a beautiful and, again, emotionally fulfilling situation here in your life, right? This is something that's new. With the Hermit and the Seven of Cups and the Fool, there's been a lot of deep thought and kind of contemplation around this choice or decision. That's how you're going to know if this message is really for you, because you've been doing a lot of contemplating, a lot of choice, a lot of thinking, right? And possibly thinking in silence, going back and forth between what to choose, what to do, how to do. And you're finally taking a leap of faith. You're taking a chance on something. This is something that brings you some sort of anxiety, worry, or concern, but you're allowing yourself to kind of step out into it. Wow, Capricorn. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody directly. They know exactly what I mean when I say this. For others of you, say we're looking at this as a strict, I'm only looking for love. I don't give up about nothing else. Okay, cool. It feels like you are engaging with, meeting, discovering a new individual, right? This is a situation that is emotionally fulfilling. It feels like you both are on the same page with things. There is this sense of happiness and togetherness. It feels very harmonious between the two of you, right? And it feels like there is a kind of meeting, right? And this may be somebody that you're not used to, somebody that's not necessarily quote unquote your type Capricorn, but emotionally, spiritually, there is this connectivity between the two of you. See how I just did that there? Same soup, different bowl. You are leaving something behind, right? And whether this be a relationship, a job, a potential contract, you're kind of just leaving things on the up and up in order for you to really engage and go after this new situation. The Two of Wands here, this is definitely something that is outside of what you've been doing, outside of your comfort zone. Having the strength to really kind of, with the Four of Wands coming out. Sorry, I'm so used to the camera being like this. With the Four of Wands coming out, it's almost like having the power and the strength within yourself to not only break down these walls and break down these contracts, but really be free. Because the Four of Wands in reverse is like the sense of freedom, and because it did come out in reverse, and having this sense of freedom and being um, able to really see past that, right? And how to engage and listen to this calling and follow this sense of freedom for yourself. We have the Hermit. You're in your head a lot about this. You're going back and forth, 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 back and forth. If this is a love situation, let's double back to where we were. This is something that is coming in the near future. You and this person may not necessarily be physically connected to each other right now, but there is something that you do. There is something that you're engaging in. And this is where that self love part comes in. Like, okay, so how am I going to meet this partner if we're at a distance? Because probably something that you're supposed to be doing to better yourself is going to align you in the same aspect and same space with this person. And to be honest with you, what in the world? Oh, oh. Like, to be honest with you, have to be willing to go after these endeavors. That's where this discovery energy comes in, the happiness, the gratitude towards spirit, having the confidence to break down these walls. The energy is the same, it just is applied differently. But when we're kind of getting back to that love situation, when people have the question of, well, how am I going to meet this person? 9 times out of 10, you're going to meet them through doing the steps that it takes for your own self journey, right? Because it really isn't just about love. It is about the steps that you need to take too. And usually the answers that people have, like the answers to those questions, the answers are in the self discovery readings. The questions come from the love readings, and the answers come from self discovery readings. Unfortunately, That's just how the cookie crumbles. People aren't just going to fall out the fucking sky. You're not going to be able to stay in your house doing the same thing, working the same job, going to the same place forever and ever, never, 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 and find somebody new. That's not how this shit works, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, if that is what you think is going to happen, unfortunately, I'm going to need you to respectfully leave because that's crazy. Like, if you see a two of wands energy, knowing that this is not somebody that is quite literally down the street, or maybe they are down the street, but what's also down the street is something that you need to start to engage in order to even meet this person, right? And if you feel so spiritually connected to somebody, why is there no movement? Right? Because if one person feels spiritually connected to an energy that they don't necessarily see or necessarily know where it's coming from, but they're also having these pulls to do things for themselves, why aren't you following those things? Why are we saying no to those things? Why are we shying away from those things? Why are we not engaging in those things? Because those things actually take work. Those things actually take effort out of us, right? Sitting and dreaming and thinking and wishing don't take nothing, right? It makes us feel good, but it don't really take nothing. Actually physically acting and doing things and changing our lives, that shit can hurt. That shit takes work. That shit takes time. It takes effort. It takes energy that a lot of people really don't want to put in. That's why a lot of people don't give a fuck about these self-guided type readings because they know they're not going to do shit about it anyway. Like, let me be for real. And y'all already know I don't do this shit for play. Y'all that have been here, y'all know when I start talking like this, y'all know some shit about to come out because this shit is not a game. And it is so, at this point, it's comical because we have to realize we are grown and we are adults. And choosing not to better ourselves while sitting, wishing, hoping, and praying for somebody who is bettering themselves and doing what's right for them while we choose to say no and choose to shy away from those things is motherfucking crazy. That's why I literally don't understand the tarot community sometimes because it's like y'all will literally have hundreds of thousands of views on love bullshit and then be in the comments with questions. And it's like, you know, the answers to your question is quite literally walking away from that mother, headed towards something new that's for you, starting that business, leaving that toxic ass job that you've been a part of. Like, do you not realize that the answers are in those things for yourself? If the only thing you're willing to change is the person that you're talking to, sleeping with, conversing to, ain't nothing else going to change. I'm telling you, you're going to continue to meet the same people, the same person over and over and over again, just in a different person every time. And you're going to wonder why. Because the only thing that you're changing is the person that you're talking to. You ain't changing shit else. And I ain't trying to be rude and I ain't trying to be mean, but we are quite literally in a season of change and of transformation and of letting go because new things are trying to blossom and trying to grow, but it literally cannot happen. It cannot happen. And this is just about pruning. This ain't even about like a fall transformation. This is a spring cleaning, a spring pruning that we're going through in order to have something blossom, right? We're pruning, right? Because this is about to blossom so bright, so big, so beautiful, but it can't if it is being suffocated by thorns, right? And by little dead leaves everywhere, right? Spring cleaning for a reason. Get the dust, get your ceiling fans, make sure your filters and everything are changed. Like, that's what this is, like, for real. But we quite literally, like, imagine the only thing you're changing is the person you're talking to and expecting a completely different outcome. Why do you think so many people end up settling, boo? Because they realize if they're not willing to change themselves, the people that they're meeting aren't going to be different either. So they're just going to have to settle for one of them because they all the fucking same. Right? No, wrong. If you're being guided to put time, energy, and effort into a skill, talent, or ability that you have been working on, harvesting, or become aware of, do it through collaboration, through communication, through meet and greets. Y'all are going to be interacting and meeting people that are going to change your life. Some of these people are going to introduce you to people that will become life partners, that will become business partners, investors, things like that. But we have to remember, if we are being called and pushed to transform and to give ourselves in a way that we may not necessarily want to give, or do something in a way that we may not necessarily want to do, take a step back, reevaluate, and then charge forward with confidence. There's so much to be had here, Capricorn, and I feel like so many people do not have the real belief in themselves that they think they do. And I mean this so gently and so lovingly, because if this were not the case, more people would take action, right? Okay. So if there is something, and get it, shit is easier said than done. I know, I get it. It's easier said than done. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what is easier said and done. What matters is the effort that you put in to what needs to be done. So if you are unwilling to do certain things, we cannot sit here and really complain or even wonder where the outcome is, right? Because of course, things are always easier said than done. It doesn't matter if it's letting go of a relationship, it doesn't matter if it's leaving a job, it doesn't matter if it's moving to a different state or to a different town or city or whatever. It doesn't matter if it is about going back to school. It doesn't matter if it's about pursuing your spiritual gifts. It doesn't matter what it is, right? If there is an unwillingness to put energy and effort into it, do you see what I'm saying? So, what do you think, Capricorn? King of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm feeling that there's something that you want to really put out there, Capricorn. I feel like there's a truth that you've been holding on to that needs to be spoken. Some of you are worried about finances, rightfully so. Some of you are concerned about um, your home, your job, and things like that. Excuse me, which I understand as well, rightfully so. Five of Coins, the Emperor, but I do feel like with those thoughts still being valid, I think that it's important, again, Hermit energy, to kind of evaluate, reevaluate what truly needs to be done personally for yourself. That Four of Wands in reverse is telling me that there is going to be some sort of a breakup, or leaving something, or cutting some sort of contract. And I know it's something that leaves people in a sense of financial worry or concern. That's how you know that this reading is for you, because it's going to leave you in that sense, but it's quite literally pushing you through a trench. It's like, do we go through it, or we go over it? We go through it. I don't know. Something's telling me to go over it. And you go through it, and on the other side, you become a lot stronger. There is a lot that you end up learning, information that you end up gaining, and pieces of yourself that you never would have seen or known even existed if you didn't do so, right? And it really does prepare you um, for this next phase. The Emperor lets me know that there is going to be success, right? I see and feel this new sense of domain and kind of established energy for yourself. So do not worry. I do feel like some of you feel like you may be a disappointment, but it's not about you being a disappointment. It's about you finding peace within yourself. It's about you finding something that is more harmonious and well blended with who you are and what you have going on in your life. That's what it's about. And I feel like a lot of people kind of get like stuck in this rut. And this is why I always say, like, there's really not enough people that truly are living the life that they want to live. That's why there's still so much opportunity and things available, because the mundane really does exist, y'all. Like, there, and I know some of you may or may not know what this means, but when they call people NPCs, um, it's it's quite literally people who are just going through the motions. Like, you wake up, you go to work, kiss your wife, kiss your husband, drop your kids off at school, come home, eat, go to bed, have sex once or twice a week. Like, it's the mundane, right? It's just mundane, just ho hum, just kind of like a seat filler, like just kind of there. There's not enough people that are willing to truly step out on faith. Okay. And that's what this is about. This is about stepping out on faith, regardless of how it's going to make others feel, regardless of, what fears you may be, what anxieties you may be having or concerned about. You have to be able to truly see the bigger picture here, because I hate to tell y'all, I really do hate to tell y'all. And I try to tell people this all the time, especially people who are like overly consumed with money. I'm like, I hate to tell you, but you're gonna end up in a casket or in an urn, just like everybody else, and hopefully found and not dead somewhere in the woods, just so you know, right? Don't I get it. Money makes the world go round, but there are so many people nowadays that hyper focus on that, and they're doing shit just for the money and not really doing shit for their happiness. Like, and that to me is very sad. I'm like, why are you so concerned about, like, and then that's when I realized there are a lot of people who do not have faith, who do not trust, who do not have any hope in themselves. And they feel like they have to continuously push for that. There is freedom in not feeling that way. Do y'all not realize that? Because when people open up the conversation talking about money, I'm like, damn, are you really that miserable? Like, why is that why you're doing something? I get it. Money is nice. It's nice to get compensated for things. I understand. The economy right now is not good. We do need finances. But if I'm trying to get you to see something about yourself and explore something, why are you then turning around and saying, well, I would rather just do this, do that, do this, do that, and be making more money? And it's like, okay, but what about your happiness? Those are the same people that end up in their later years regretful that they didn't pursue certain things, regretful that they didn't go after certain options. And I'm telling y'all, I tell people all the time, I said, the last thing I want to be worried about is being unhappy, being miserable, and I'm leaving a job that is miserable and toxic and I hate, or I'm doing something that I don't enjoy, even driving a car that I don't want to drive, and then I end up dying the next day. Like, that is my worst fear. Is dying and being miserable with my life and not feeling like I ain't never fucking did shit. Like, never did nothing that actually made me happy. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about appeasing anybody. It's about making yourself happy. And if you're not having a good time, what's the point? Like, people will literally be out here not having a good time in life. And I'm like, bro, what is the point? Over here trying to fake happiness. What is the point? Do you know how many artistic, musical, funny, just wonderful individuals, people who are just talented and gifted, who are good at sports. So many people who just don't go after those things because it doesn't make them $5 extra, $10 extra, 50 extra. So many people who have gifts to share that could transform communities as an individual that don't pursue those things because there ain't no money in that. How am I supposed to, bro? I'm telling you, if you're good enough, and this is, I love my mother so much. I love her so much because y'all know that are OGs. Those of you that know on this channel, I always give y'all sayings that my mama used to tell me. Do what you love, Jasmine, and the money will follow. You don't ever have to worry about your finances or about money. If you are doing what you love, you will always be compensated, always. And you have to remember that we're not talking about millions and billions of dollars, but you will not be in a position where you will not ever be taken care of. If you are doing what you love and you're pursuing your passion and you are being kind of truthful about it and doing what you're supposed to be doing, you will be compensated. And for me, that meant everything. She truly instilled confidence. And my mother, all she's a very spiritual and religious woman, and she's like, if you have to have faith, you have to actually believe. You can't just say it. You have to actually feel it and believe it and know that you will be supported and know that you will be cradled. And to be honest with you, I think really having a faith-based childhood that wasn't overbearing but wasn't underwhelming is a part of why I have so much faith right now and I have so much hope, because it's been instilled in me for such a long time that I know no matter what happens, no matter what I do, if I am following my passion truly and being honest with myself about that and not just doing it for the money. Because I've noticed whenever I've done shit for the money, I've always ended up leaving and hating it because it's like, that's not really what I want. I want something that's going to truly make me happy, something that's going to truly bring me joy, something that I don't feel like, okay, I got to get up and do this and grind, 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 grind. No, I want something that's going to gently wake me up out of my sleep because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing in my life in these moments, right? And trusting and having faith that things will be okay. Things being okay and things working out and you being compensated does not mean you will not struggle, does not mean you will not have setbacks, it doesn't mean any of that. It just means if you do what you love, the money will follow. And some of you really need to hear that and know that yeah, the money will be there. You will be compensated, but it's not going to come without sacrifice or struggle. That's another thing my mother always told me, Jasmine. Life is not easy and it's not fair and it never was meant to be. You're going to have to sacrifice something to get something out of it. Okay? And I honestly believe my mother is a prophet, and I believe that she was there to help guide me in kind of this light and direction that I am moving in right now. Because a lot of what she said, a lot of what she still does say and communicates with me is very prophetic. And this woman, I'm telling you, absolutely amazing. And she can give you some of the best advice, the best insights about things, and leave you feeling so good about yourself. I'm telling you. And that's really really what I'm noticing is just the lack of confidence and faith, not only in the universe and in God and in your angels and your spirit guides, but in your fucking self, right? Not in and I was having this conversation, and this is all a part of the message, you guys. I was having this conversation with this nurse I think last week, but she was saying how she doesn't know why more people don't just start businesses and do this and do that and um, kind of have their own thing going on and stuff like that. And I said, girl, I said, because some people can barely clock in and clock out on time every day at a job. I said, not everybody has that get up and go, make shit happen for themselves spirit. Not everybody is even meant to start their own business. Some people are really meant to be a part of the community, to be a part of the workforce. I said, so you have to kind of look at it like that. I said, yeah, of course. If we all cared about how much money we were making, we would all start our own businesses for sure. But that does not mean there is not beauty in doing what you do. Even if you are retired, there's something here new within yourself that you're needing to pursue that is quite literally going to affect financial income and things like that. That's where all of this is coming from. There's something physical that usually with when it is coins, especially in this case, it feels very monetary. It could just be like a physical dwelling, it could be a physical thing, and feeling like that is kind of at a compromise, but that is not the case. Um, so yeah, it's hard when people have that mindset because again, not everybody is A meant to do certain things and B we're all not on the same playing field mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So, and she was like, "You know what? You're right. You're right." And I said, if we all started businesses, I said, who would be left to take care of the patients is if everybody is trying to employ somebody. I said, you got to think about that. Like, like not everything is meant for everybody and not everything is going to be successful, but if you follow your passions and you're following what you're being guided to do here, I'm telling you whatever you're after is going to work out. Okay, it's going to work out. You just have to really have a strong sense of belief in self, for sure, and confidence. That strength card just keeps blaring at me. And again, with the hermit, it just goes back. I feel like there's just like this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in the headspace about something really deep in thought. And I can give you an example about this. The deep in thought, the back and forth concentration. I drove an hour and 20 minutes this morning in silence, no music at 4:30 in the morning to where I needed to be. When I tell you, I didn't even realize that I had no music playing when I got there because of the back and forth in my head. I was making diagrams, Venn diagrams, paragraphs, doing a presentation in front of a class in my head. I mean it. I parked. I said, damn, I had my phone in my lap with my Spotify open this whole time. Ain't never turned it on. I'm telling you, shit is crazy, right? Yeah. We're going to use Wisdom of the Oracle. Y'all, this is the latest I have been on in a long time. This is the latest I've been on in a long time. This is also a mocha espresso. So there's 2 shots of espresso in here and my Fairlife protein shake. Well, half of it because I drink half of it and then the other half in here. Y'all, it's so damn good. Flexible. Truth is, Number 14. Truth be told, let's look at it. Let's talk about it. Let's read about it. I love this deck and I love this book and I love Miss Baron Reed, Colleen. She's wonderful. Whew, chilly. Okay, truth be told, honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, a subjective, according to the philosophy of an adherent or believer. This is not the time for a debate about which truth is truer. This is the time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. Y'all don't motherfucking play with me. Y'all know I don't do this shit for play. I'm actually sitting out here preaching. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Pass the offering tray around because I'm telling you right now, people tell you who they are very quickly. If you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave, it will show you. This card calls you to engage in a heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up till now, and a higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Do not hold back, speak your truth, and listen. And some of you are needing to really have a conversation in a relationship or a connection in order to bring that truth out, because some of you, that truth is going to set you completely motherfucking free, because some of you are holding on to a situation that never was going to turn into anything anyway. Okay. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do what makes your art a priority. If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write, a singer must sing. Be true to your calling. Bro, don't motherfucking play with me. Your calling is essential to you moving forward. There's another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and the meaningful work. Bro, what did I just say? Do not play with me. I'm telling you, I will go toe to toe, message for message every single fucking time because this is crazy. I'm telling you. Okay? Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to your abundance. Here's the protection message. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledge it, and it will be key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required. Now, don't play with me. I'm done here. Okay, I'm done here because that whole situation just took me to another. Capricorn. I hope y'all found this insightful. I hope somebody found something that did resonate. If y'all did, and if this does, please make sure you smash that like button for me. If you have not done so and you guys are here and you were vibing with this reading, leave the chicken emoji in the chat. All right. Hey, baby girl. I'm so glad you were here. I gotta get real close to the screen because I can't see shit. I love and appreciate y'all so, so much. Nikki, thank you for sticking around for the entirety of this reading, my love. First one in. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Leah, thank you so much. Y'all, I hope y'all have a fabulous, fabulous evening. Absorb that message, rewatch it if you need to, right? Y'all already know what the dealio is. I'm not out here to make anybody feel any type of way, but supported and seen because y'all already know I be over here going through the exact same mother shit. So this is a great way for us to share and be an open community. Okay, you guys? That is fine. The hand is fine. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure your notification bells are on. I am gonna be, posting and everything for the rest of the week, you guys. So we are back. We are back. We are back. If there's anything special that y'all want to see, y'all already know you can leave your comments down below. You can comment on any of the community things. I do read y'all's comments, so I will see it if you leave it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fabulous night. Be safe, and I will speak to you maybe in a live tomorrow.